Hello, my name is Piander Ice Cream, and welcome to my review on the Anthem demo. Whilst demo is probably the wrong word to describe what was released to us by EA, I'm here to tell you that I didn't actually hate it. The short snippet of gameplay and story that was presented to us is huge potential, and I do believe that this game could be the next Destiny. However, it's very, very far from being complete. I think we've learned from past experiences, Fallout 76 being the most recent and most disastrous, that what is presented to us a month before launch is pretty much what we're going to get. A lot of people have been excited about this game, and I'm one of them. From what I've played, I do absolutely love it. From the fast-paced playstyle, from the game mechanics, to the breathtaking world that has been created. I feel like this is a game I could get entirely lost in. The 3 missions we get to play were really fun, challenging, and interesting. Something I feel we haven't had in a long time with an open world game that has like a Destiny vibe. But there's huge game-breaking flaws that I just can't get over. And if it's not fixed, this game will die a quick and sudden death. So, let's get into the issues. It's got teething issues. It's got loading screens. I mean, come on, loading screens were so 2012.
But that's not like a bug. That's just like a design thing. Like they put those loading screens in the game.
You think it's too late for them to fix that?
No, they can. It's just, in my opinion, there's more issues than just the loading screen.
Yeah. To be honest, with there only being a month left until this game launches, they're not going to be able to fix all these issues in a month. No matter what. No matter how many people they've got working on the game, and how much money they throw at it in the next month. It's more than a month's worth of issues. I think they should delay it another 6 months. Honestly.
Oh, I'm spamming you?
Yeah.
With invites, you mean?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that they were sending. What the fuck? It doesn't make it clear that they are.
I know. I think it's stuck. I think the loading screen's broke.
Oh, what's going on?
Cool.
My loading screen.
Not much,
broke.
really.
My loading screen broke.
Game's not working.
Give me a second, I'll be right
Oh,
back.
fuck's sake, man. If it doesn't work, we can just like...
This is what it's gonna be all night, guys. It's just the loading screens are broken. Let's reset the game. It's literally the only thing you can do with this game is like if the loading screen gets stuck like that, you've got to like reset it. I mean, I've enjoyed what I've played of it, and it seems it's such a fucking cool game. But at the same time, yikes, you know? Loading screens are a killer. There are plenty of open world games that have managed to bypass loading screens, which enables the player to have a sense of immersion. Every time you get your player to put down their controller and wait, you break that immersion, and therefore the world BioWare have so beautifully created becomes nothing more than a frustrating landscape. During missions, you'll encounter loading screens, whether it is entering a new area, entering an area you shouldn't be in, or getting too far away from your companions. These seriously degrade the game and ruin the experience. There's also at present a problem with loading screens getting stuck at 95%. The only way to be able to play when you have this issue is to close down the Anthem application and reopen it immediately and hope that it bumps you back into the expedition you were trying to load into. Yeah, there was only 2 times during the 5 hours I played Anthem that the loading screen didn't get stuck. This occurred on both Xbox One and PS4. Also, everyone I played with had this issue. This is a huge problem, and the game cannot launch in this state. My suggestion would be to remove loading screens as much as possible, but I'm afraid I don't see this happening in a month. If a solution like this were to occur, I think a delay of release would be required, and I really don't see that happening, at all. What I've played of this game is really cool, and it's got huge potential, but it ain't ready. 6 months down the line, if they don't release it, if they leave it for another 6 months, I reckon this game will be ready. But they're not going to do that. Can you imagine if they said, we're going to delay it by 6 months? People would just go insane. They'd just be like, no fucking way. The next problem I had was its social space and its lack of one. After you finish a mission, it separates you from your friends and places you in a location called Fort Tarsus. Anthem seems to promote cooperation. It will lead you into a mission automatically with people unless you put your session on private. So it seems really odd to me that on its website it boasts its single player story, but allows you to share it with companions in a disjointed way, which kind of makes it seem like your friends are like little helpers in the grand scheme of things rather than an actual team. Apart from a place to talk to NPCs, the fort is the most frustrating place you'll be ever forced to come back to. With your squad disbanded as you load in, you will find yourself at the other side of where you wish to be, and to get where you want to go, it feels like you're crawling. You can't run at all in this space, and it is so annoying. This space, though, is also important. It's where you customize your suit, add upgrades, and change weapons. There's also a marketplace here, where I assume you'll be able to buy things from at full release, which of course we know will lead to microtransactions. It's also the place where you collect missions, listen to dialogue, and learn more about the world of Anthem. But most importantly, I actually hate it. Going off on an adventure as a team, then coming back here does what I mentioned earlier and ruins the immersion. There's also the problem of not being able to listen to cutscenes due to being in a party with your friends. If these cutscenes were shared, i.e. the same social space, then this wouldn't be a problem.
Right here. In Bath.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
a
I
map
have
pops
It will
up.
amplify and augment the
Matt?
power of my javelin.
You get to
Press
select
A
the
to
mission.
select it,
Excited yet?
and then it's
Yeah, but then
selected.
nothing
Oh,
like it
those
loads.
guys are
and
too
then-
loud. I can't even fucking hear what this guy is saying.
Guaranteed.
I know this is more of a whine, and I could just tell my friends to shut up, but that isn't the point. I shouldn't have to. You can't force an intended single player to be multiplayer. I feel like BioWare didn't really think this through. If I want to go on another expedition with my friends, I have to crawl back into my suit, invite them back, and wait for them to hop into theirs. It's all rather messy. I also almost forgot to mention that when you go to the forge to upgrade and edit your javelin, we are faced with another loading screen. Great! Being able to access expeditions and customizations in a menu is a much better idea. Being able to change my freelancer whilst I'm playing rather than having to go all the way back to the forge also seems a lot better. The waiting time for my friends because of these issues means I spend more time twiddling my thumbs than actually playing, and that just sucks. Think back to Destiny 2 and its social space. Players can interact with each other, the environment, and customize themselves whilst waiting for their friends to finish. That means that once everybody's ready, there's no invites needed to be sent or any real loading screens. It's simply just choose the activity and wait for the ship to fly in. Going back to the forge where we customize our javelin, this is honestly one of the coolest parts of the game. Being able to repaint the javelin class of our choice is awesome, as well as add customizations like different armor pieces, the wear and tear look of the armor, and even vinyl stickers. It costs coins for certain cosmetics, which I can see being heavily engulfed in microtransactions from launch, but hopefully there's a fair system where coins can be earned reasonably for those willing to put in a bit of effort. I do, however, think the in-game loot should include some cosmetics, like being able to find an old helmet during missions. If loot was random, it would allow for more varied customization, then we'd have some really cool looking javelins out there that are unique to the player. I very much doubt this though. At the moment, only weapons and abilities drop at the end of missions, which is a shame. It seems really hard to judge what Anthem will become. We are given very little to play with. It seems more heavily story-based than an RNG shooter. The reward for playing seems to be the story and its conclusion rather than loot. The free mode seems to be lacking. Events do pop up occasionally, where usually you kill a horde of enemies and when completed it reveals a chest. So far, the rewards have been materials for crafting and occasionally a gun or an ability. I didn't get shit from it. Got a rare item. That was it. One thing I'd really like them to add to the game is like a mini map at the top of your screen, rather than having to go into the menu to see the map to find where my friends are, because if you get too far away, you actually can't see them anymore. That's a bit annoying.
But you can put down waypoints as well. That's annoying that you can't.
Yeah, no, I thought that. Despite the problems with this game, I did have loads of fun playing it. The movement feels amazing. I love the fast-paced style this game encourages. The shooting, although a little shaky, is satisfying, and the abilities make it all the more exciting. Flying is like just about the best thing ever. Swimming's a little clunky and slow, but I only discovered one spot for swimming so far. If there are swimming missions, it will be really tedious, let me tell you, but hopefully they will fix this and put faster swimming in. And one last thing I hope for this game, and it's probably not gonna happen, but PvP. PvP on this game would be so much fun, but one can only dream, eh? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to throw a like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of Anthem so far in the comments down below. Is this a game you think you'll be buying? As well, guys, don't forget to check me out on Twitch. I stream 4 days a week, Friday to Monday, 6 PM British time, where you can catch me playing games like Anthem live. So, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Peace.